Hello, this is GM Matthew Sadler.
And WIM Natasha Regan.
And we're going to talk to you today about the new book that we've both written, Chess for Life. Now, in that book, Chess for Life, we talk a lot about GM Keith Arkell. There's a number of features about his play that were really, really interesting. And actually, we spent so much time going through it that we thought, we're sure that we can think like Keith Arkell. So we thought we'd do a little bit of an experiment here. And I've selected 3 games, and Natasha has never seen them before, have you?
I haven't seen them.
So, and what we're going to do, we're going to play through those games, and at certain moments, I'm going to turn to Natasha and say, "What did Keith play next?" And well, what we're hoping is that Natasha has so been imbued with the spirit of Keith that she's going to be able to guess his moves. So, how are you feeling, Natasha? Are you feeling confident?
Not completely confident. I think I'm getting onto Keith's wavelength, but he is rated 2490 and I'm 2060, so I've got a little bit to learn.
All right. Well, we're gonna see how it goes. I'm quietly confident, I have to say, but let's have a look. So this is a game that Keith played against Chris Ward, I think in the most recent British Championship. So the game started. Keith is white here. So the game started d4. Sorry, knight f3. Terribly sorry about that. Here we are. And Keith actually played one of his favourite structures, and it's a structure that we cover in great length in Chess for Life, using Keith's games as examples. Well, I mean, it's really very interesting to see how he handles it. Here. His opponent, Chris Ward, Chris gave it a little twist by playing the bishop to b4. So Keith played a line that he very often plays here. A check to bring the knight to c6. Bishop comes to g5, and Keith has had this a number of times. So Black's queen is threateningly placed on the king side here, eyeing the pawn on g2. So Keith protected himself a little bit. Protecting the pawn on c3, played the pawn to g3, wants to maybe play the bishop to g2, and Chris played rook d6, very aggressive, bringing a rook over to the king side. Now there's a thing that we saw in our book, and we've seen a number of examples of it. What do you think that Keith actually did, and what do you think he was thinking of at this stage?
I think Keith wants to swap those queens off as soon as possible so the pieces don't come in over to the king side and scare his king. So he needs to get the queen back to the king side. He won't do queen c2 because bishop f5. So queen d1. Are you
sure about that?
No.
Well, no, but it's the right move. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm getting worried about you now. I don't think any normal person would think about it, but it is absolutely what Keith did. Absolutely, well done. He went queen d1. It's really very typical for Keith. Bring the queen back, protect those light squares, and get it within range of the opponent's queen. And, well, how did that work out? You are going to see, because what he actually did was the following. If I can get it working. Oop. Bishop g4, h3, bishop f3, queen f3, knight a5. And now, can you guess the move that Keith played in this position? I think you might have a little idea.
Queen g4 to follow up on our plan of swapping the queens.
Exactly. I mean, I think it's quite beautiful how it's happened. You know, bishop g4 takes f3. White played h3, and you think that was just to force bishop takes f3, but actually it was just to give the queen an extra little square so that he could swap off the queens. And the queens came off, and Keith won a very nice endgame. So, well, I think that's pretty impressive. I'm really impressed with Queen D1. I have to say that was I hadn't expected that one. So there we are. You're going if you buy our book Chess for Life, you'll see another couple of very nice examples of this, of Keith bringing his queen back to the king's side and trying to neutralise the pressure of an opponent's queen by just trying to swap it off. Fantastic, brilliant. We'll give it another go in another game in the next video.